Hey there, hoop fans. It's Kokan, your go-to guru for all things roundball, fondly known to the community as Tips and Streams. We're not just dribbling around here. We're talking serious plays and epic showdowns. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of the NBA, breaking down some of the most anticipated matchups that are about to set the court on fire. But wait, before we jump into the action, do me a favor. Slam dunk that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Why? Because you don't want to miss out on our expert analysis, predictions, and those secret top picks that might just give you bragging rights among your friends. All right, fellow ballers, let's lace up and dive in. The first today's prediction is for the matchup between the Los Angeles Lakers and Dallas Mavericks. In the hoops world, the upcoming showdown is drawing major buzz. The Los Angeles Lakers, flaunting a solid 14-9 record, are gearing up to battle the Dallas Mavericks, who are hot on their heels with a 13-8 record at the American Airlines Center. Riding the wave of a 4-game winning streak, the Lakers are set to make it 5, while the Mavericks, also in stellar form, aim to stretch their winning run to 4. The Lakers recently flexed their muscles with an impressive 123-109 win over the Pacers. Anthony Davis was the star of the show, racking up 41 points and 20 rebounds, proving his vital role in the Lakers' triumphs. They've been crushing it offensively, averaging 133.1 points per game, and nailing almost half their shots with a 48.4% field goal percentage. They've got some work to do beyond the arc, though, hitting just 34.3% from downtown. Defensively, they're a force to be reckoned with, leading the league in minimizing opponent free throw chances. The Mavericks, on the flip side, are coming in hot off a 120-113 victory against the Grizzlies, with Luka Doncic dominating with 35 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. They're bosses when it comes to turnovers and three-pointers, topping the charts in both. Their game is tight, averaging 12.0 turnovers and sinking 16.0 three-pointers per game. Their shooting game is on point, especially with a 50% field goal percentage in their recent clash against the Grizzlies. Injury updates are key in this head-to-head. The Lakers might be feeling the pinch with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Jared Vanderbilt listed as questionable. The Mavericks are dealing with their own setbacks, missing key players like Kyrie Irving, Josh Green, Maxi Kleber, and Grant Williams. With the Mavericks playing back-to-back, the Lakers might just snag the advantage. Considering the form and stats of both teams, the Lakers have a slight edge, especially if Anthony Davis keeps up his powerhouse play. But the Mavericks' sharpshooting from deep and their tight handle on turnovers pose a serious threat. This game's going to be a nail-biter, but with the Lakers' recent surge and solid defense, they might just clinch it. Wrapping it up, I'm betting on the Lakers to win and cover the spread. They've got the momentum. Anthony Davis is a game changer, and their defense is top-notch. Still, keep an eye on those injury reports and the final lineup before game time. My money's on the Los Angeles Lakers at minus 1.5. The next prediction is for the match between the Cleveland Cavaliers and Boston Celtics. Tonight's showdown at TD Garden is shaping up to be a classic hardwood battle. The Boston Celtics, sporting a solid 16-5 record, are rolling out the welcome mat for the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are currently sitting at 13-10. Fresh off a 4-day breather, the Celtics are in prime shape to flex their muscles on their home turf, where they've been tearing it up with a scorching 10-game home win streak. The Cavs, though, are dribbling into this matchup with a bit of a limp, coming off a tough loss to the Orlando Magic and facing the grind of back-to-back games. Diving into the Cavs' stat sheet, they're racking up an average of 111.3 points per game, hitting almost half their shots from the field, and netting a decent 34.8% from downtown. On the defensive end, they just let the Miami Heat shoot 43.0%. Donovan Mitchell is the Cavaliers' ace, consistently dropping buckets and making plays, but they're hobbling a bit with some key players like Ty Jerome, Ricky Rubio, Evan Mobley, and Karis LeVert sidelined with injuries. The Celtics, meanwhile, are riding a high tide, especially in their own arena. They're fresh off a thrilling 133-123 takedown of the Knicks, with Derek White lighting up the scoreboard. There's a cloud over Kristaps Porzingis, though, who might sit out due to a calf strain. The Celtics have been firing on all cylinders, with stars like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Drew Holiday leading the charge. The odds are tipping heavily in the Celtics' favor, with a solid 10-point spread backing them. It's an uphill battle for the Cavs against a well-rested Celtics squad on their stomping grounds. The Celtics' home court edge, the Cavs' packed schedule, and the current team dynamics are pointing to a Celtics win. We're expecting a scoreboard bonanza, given the offensive firepower on both sides. Wrapping it up, the Celtics are the hot pick to keep their home win streak blazing, leveraging their rest and the Cavs' recent grueling schedule. But the Cavs aren't pushovers, especially with their youth and resilience. They've shown they can hang tough with the Celtics in Boston, even stealing a win. The smart money, the injury rundown, and the numbers all lean towards a Celtics triumph, but I'm betting on the Cavs to beat that hefty minus 10.5 point spread. The next prediction is for the match between the Denver Nuggets and Chicago Bulls. As both squads hit the hardwood for their second night on the trot, it's a showdown that can't ignore the wear and tear factor. The Denver Nuggets, clocking in with a solid 14-9, have been keeping a steady rhythm this season. They play a more deliberate game, sitting 26th in pace, but only turning over the rock 12.6 times a game, ranking them 4th best. Jamal Murray's comeback amps up their squad's firepower. The Chicago Bulls, on the flip side with a 9-14 tally, are grinding through despite some key players on the bench. With Levine out on a foot snag and Caruso and Craig's play status up in the air, they're pushing against the odds. The Nuggets are dropping an average of 113.6 points per matchup, with a solid 8% shooting accuracy, while the Bulls are struggling in the opening halves, bottoming out the league in first and second quarter scoring. Nikola Jokic is the Nuggets' rebounding machine, and DeMar DeRozan is sparking up for the Bulls. The Bulls haven't been finding their groove in back-to-backs, with only one win in their previous 4 tries. Meanwhile, the Nuggets are acing these quick turnarounds, bagging 4 out of 5. In their recent face-offs, the Nuggets have outplayed the Bulls in 7 of their last 10 matchups. This winning streak, combined with their current mojo and the return of key players, gives them the upper hand. In the betting circles, the Nuggets are the favorites, with a 7.5-point edge and the total score pegged around 216. Expected to set the game's rhythm, they might steer this into a less high-scoring affair, in line with their trend of staying below the total this season. All signs point to the Denver Nuggets clinching this one against the Chicago Bulls. Their stronger overall play, head-to-head history, and the Bulls' injury woes lean the scales in Denver's favor. Yet, the Bulls' home court grit and recent form could keep things tight. To wrap it up, I'm placing my chips on the Denver Nuggets to not only win, but also to cover the 8 spread, thanks to their team synergy, historical dominance, and form. The next prediction is for the match between Golden State Warriors and Phoenix Suns. The Golden State Warriors, sporting a 10-12 record, are gearing up to rebound from a nail-biting overtime defeat at the hands of the Thunder. Stephen Curry remains the cornerstone of the Warriors' game plan, with an impressive average of 29.4 points per matchup. He's poised to spearhead the team's efforts with his standout scoring touch and creative playmaking. The Warriors have had a roller coaster ride recently, splitting their last 8 matches, yet showing a penchant for high-scoring showdowns, surpassing the total points mark in 3 of their last 5 games. On the flip side, the Phoenix Suns, with a tally of 12-10, have integrated Kevin Durant effectively into their strategy. Durant leads the pack with a whopping 31 points per game average. His scoring flair and adaptability are pivotal for the Suns' success. However, the Suns are currently navigating rough waters, with a 1-4 record straight up and a 0-5 mark against the spread in the past fortnight. Despite these setbacks, they possess a formidable offense, particularly on their home turf. In direct confrontations, the Warriors have clinched just 3 victories in their last 10 face-offs with the Suns and have managed only a single win in their past 5 visits to Phoenix. Comparing the 2 squads, it's clear both the Suns and the Warriors have distinct strengths and weaknesses. The Warriors excel in beating the spread on the road, while the Suns have been faltering in this respect at home. Both teams tend to engage in high-octane, high-scoring clashes, hinting at a game likely to surpass the total points threshold. Regarding the betting odds, The Suns are the favorites with a 4-point handicap, and the game's over-under is pegged at about 233.5 points. Considering the current form of both teams, key players like Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, and the recent betting trends, the scales tilt slightly in favor of the Golden State Warriors. Their knack for covering spreads on foreign courts and their propensity for high-scoring games could play a decisive role. Nonetheless, the Suns' home court strength and their explosive offense are factors that cannot be ignored. In summary, this evenly matched contest might slightly lean towards the Golden State Warriors, thanks to their sturdy performance away from home and Curry's leadership. My bet is on the Golden State Warriors with a +4, but I'll be sitting this game out. My expectation here is the Golden State Warriors +4, but I will skip this game. The last prediction for today is for the match between the Sacramento Kings and Los Angeles Clippers. As we gear up for the Sacramento Kings clashing with the Los Angeles Clippers at the Crypto.com arena, the air is buzzing with anticipation. The Clippers, boasting an 11-10 standing and an impressive 8-3 home record, are definitely bringing their A-game, especially after netting 4 straight wins. They're looking like a tough squad to beat on their own turf. Now, flipping to the Kings, who are rolling in with a solid 12-8, they've proven they can hold their own on the road, keeping their record above 500 in away matchups. Their recent triumph over the Suns and their record-smashing three-pointer spree shows they're not just here to play, they're here to dominate. Both teams are coming off back-to-backs, which spices up this showdown. The Clippers have had a mixed bag in these situations, snagging only 1 win in 3 consecutive game stretches. The Kings, on the other hand, have stumbled in their back-to-backs. This could be a game-changer. Looking at the stats, both squads can rack up points like nobody's business. The Kings are averaging a hefty 116.4 points per game, with the Clippers hot on their heels. The Kings are shooting 46.4% from the field and 35.4% from beyond the arc. But defensively, they've let through an average of 116.7 points per game. The Clippers, with a more rounded game plan, might just use their defensive prowess to check the Kings' offensive firepower. So, the prediction, a neck-and-neck battle, slightly tipping towards the Clippers, with their home advantage and the Kings' double game day struggles. But, with the Kings' recent hot streak and deep shooting skills, they could easily beat the spread. Expect a scoreboard bonanza, likely smashing past the over-under. Wrapping it up, the Clippers might just clinch this nail-biter, but the Kings are geared to give them a run for their money, likely covering the +4-point spread, and hey, they might even bag the win. All right, hoopheads, that's the buzzer for today's predictions. Big thanks for rolling with us. If you're vibing with our picks, slam that subscribe button and get on board. Catch you on the court tomorrow. Peace.